After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready. Hey,
throwing now is Lance. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. DeLance's going to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Right back to Mitchell here. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have moved out in front. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get... He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney, 78 yards. And the Giants have regained the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On second down, here's Mitchell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Lance. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready, go.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Jones' throw caught by Tony. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Off play action, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Strike. Check strike. Hut.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Strike.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. McLeod to return it. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first-down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
There's the stiff arm, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Let's go now.
First down, here's Mitchell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Here we go. Yellow.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't they?
Here's Lance to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 21 yards there on 3rd down. A give running right is Mitchell. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, 26 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
A give here to Mitchell. In on that stop defensively, DJ Davidson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run with Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just show, I'm just laying, you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down.
They'll run with Mitchell. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Lance looking to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Lance. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him again. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And they'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Giants 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here's Lance. That's complete left side to Gray.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll try and pick it up.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Now Gray on the jet sweep.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
On the handoff, Mitchell.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kayvon Thibodeau
buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On the ready.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Ultra. Go ultra.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Ready. Hey, check Reagan.
Oh, look at this play call. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guy stopped up short. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Check down to Breida.
And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I'd think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
The Lance going to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Hey, close field.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
6, 7.
On second and goal, Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Jones on third down. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
On second and 11 now. Lance. And his throw here is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Red cycle.
From the gun on third down, Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Giants. 69 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, there was something having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And the 49er hands team does its job.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.